Realization dawns when we release the fabrication of guilt, control, and attachment, and embrace the present moment. Letting go of judgment and comparison unveils our true nature, leading to boundless love, harmony, and liberation from the confines of the mind. We can only feel guilty if we judge who we are from a set of belief systems, ideas that we have been taught and agreed to, or that we have constructed for ourselves. The origins of our self-constructed beliefs lie in our past experiences in time. These concepts and intricacies are connected to the idea of embarking on a transformative journey, ultimately leading to a goal, paving the way for personal purification. In presence, the idea of becoming and attachment to goals dissipates. Your worthiness does not hinge on conforming to or behaving in a certain way in order to become worthy. By dwelling on guilt and striving to weaken its illusory grip, you deny yourself the prospect of realization. This fascination and indulgence can powerfully create a sort of smokescreen, the very real avoidance of rediscovering who you really are. What you're doing is accepting the illusion, the idea of right and wrong, in order to avoid what is absolutely beyond both. In presence, there is no debt because there is no history. In any situation, either you feel separate or there is presence. In separation, no matter what happens, you feel separate. In presence, the self is no more, and there is simply that which is. Although either situation is complete, whichever is chosen, it is simply a choice. There is no need to dwell on it, simply because the past has gone, and what lies before you is the gift of the present. Every moment carries its own reward. It emerges, exists, and then passes away. Right and wrong do not exist. There is no further ongoing debt to pay. Whilst we continuously agree to the judgments of the mind to evaluate and gauge everything we do, we imprison ourselves in a life of guilt, suffering, and struggle, only to conform to an idea that is projected by the mind. All beliefs of good and bad, original sin, karma, or any form of debt stem from an unawakened view. A mind bound by time, perpetuating and strengthening the idea of individual identity. Our thoughts give rise to the concept of time, and in turn, time influences our thinking. This self-imposed belief confines us, supporting the illusion of individual identity and division. Mind creates a future and past and scans over an ocean of memories and projections about what you believe to be yourself. All your experiences throughout the game of your life create your patterns and beliefs about relationships, about who you think you are, and affects every interaction thereafter until you realize who you really are. No matter what game in life you engage in, those you relate to will become allies in the game, reinforcing and supporting it. It is the perfect game, an exquisite play. Everything is absolutely appropriate and an integral part of the underlying principle of boundless love. This love is constantly enticing you to perceive another possibility. When you meet someone, your mind confines them within a box through your judgments of them, limiting your view of their true essence. These judgments can expand or shrink the box, further perpetuating assumptions about them rather than seeing who they really are. We strive to hold on to a perceived purpose, which leads to comparing yourself with others or viewing them as judges and fostering subtle competition. There is also the potential to view others as someone you believe can fulfill your feeling of lack. They can acknowledge the image you desire to portray or strengthen your feeling of worthiness. How we connect with others is a profound mirror of the primary reflection in the most fundamental relationship of all, and that is you. When you have rediscovered who you really are, the open and welcoming presence, there is no need for memory or repetition, comparison or expectation. All energies blend into an eternal state of freshness and aliveness, celebrating the essence of simply what is. When you realize all of this, you stand within all of it, looking at it with absolute awe. Laughing because you have previously allowed the mind to take you on an insane game of guilt, of searching, and so many judgments, good and bad, right and wrong, which have mostly brought suffering. On the other hand, you realize that it has all been beneficial in the divine plan, as it has been the fuel that has led you to this point, this realization. When this is realized, there is an expansiveness, an endless freedom, and so much continual love. Love that carries no conditions and rests in silence. You realize that you truly had imprisoned yourself in the world of the mind, with all the judgments about others and yourself, causing so much guilt and upset within, expecting perfection when you are already the perfection of all things, good and bad, including the balance of both. That which the mind labels a paradox. You realize that you encompass all there is, the perfect harmony, and find that there is, in fact, true freedom everywhere. The unchained melody of the soul calls out to you constantly, inviting you to realize the freedom that has been patiently waiting for you. Thank you to each and every one of you who have subscribed and expressed your appreciation through likes. Your support not only motivates me to produce more content, but also enables these videos to reach a global audience. Thanks for watching.